Well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Players, since long before your sun burned hot in space, and before your race was born, I have awaited players that actually show up. Yep. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Star Trek Bajor Rising on Architects of Fate. And tonight, well, we have some people not be able to make it tonight because that's just kind of the way life goes. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a side trek tonight. We're going to go to main scene. And tonight we have Lemuel and we have Ragathor. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a story probably on the fly about this. We can do it randomly. We can do a few other things using the cookie trek system. And maybe have you guys do some fun little excursion with your two characters kind of carrying a story. And I'd prefer not to use Shuttle Pod 1. Anyway, so why don't I start off with hey Jim, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and what I'll do is say like something like a place, a thing, a condition, a situation, some Star Trek trope of anything. It can be a person, place, thing, situation, whatever, and we'll just make it our own fun. And each one of you will like get to throw a thing in, and that'll like kind of seed us. And it can be as vague as you want. Vague is probably good. Anyway, I've talked over you enough. Go ahead, Jim.
Hello, all you fabulous people. My name's Jim. My character is Lemuel Higby, and he is a real rapscallion scalawag. No, he's a nice guy. He's fine. He's excited to go on this little away mission.
Which would be what? Oh, you're excited? So you have an away mission? Did you pick away mission?
We have an away mission.
I heard Columbine. Okay. Sorry. Channeling head there.
Yeah.
Yep. So what were you thinking?
An away mission to a planet with a lost civilization.
Okay. So we're gonna do a side trek, and let me see. We're gonna this, paste that. I'm gonna go up here, and we're gonna say, all right. And so we have a lost civilization. If I can spell it at all. Yeah, it's Mr. Miskapilix's lost civilization. And Ragathor, what you doing? What you thinking? Oh, God. Okay, so this is an artifact. We got a lost civilization and an artifact. Oh, Cam is muted on this end. Okay, let me see if I can find Cam. Which Jim? I got MSU Super Cam. Okay, hey, Cameron, why don't you go ahead and say what it is you wanted to do again? Thanks, Atlas.
Okay, so I'm playing Lieutenant Melkor Ragorthar. He's an Afrosian xenoanthropologist, and this is his essentially going to be, at least in my headcanon, his first away mission after joining the crew of the USS Odyssey, because as people may or may not know, he's been recently moved out of Sector 001 for the first time in his career. And this lost civilization, there's rumors that there is an artifact of some sort on this planet that could be tied to the Nausicaan culture's religion. And we don't know much about their religion, and so he is going there to investigate if this artifact is part of the reason that they're such gruff, evil-like aliens.
Okay. I'm going to basically monkey's paw all of the things you just did. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, it's booting up animes. That's going to be hilarious. Okay. I am going to take this and I'm going to put it right here because one of the things we're going to do is, well, obviously not use that because that's bullshit. All right. I have a Star Trek random plot generator. And I'm going to include plots, some additional plots for you. Someone has to order their favorite beverage in this story. And let me see. Should there be a protagonist replaced by shapeshifting alien? Okay. You guys have to decide which of you is replaced by the shape-shifting alien by the end of the episode.
That sounds like fun.
Does that sound like fun? Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to keep track of these. Let me see, where's my cookie trick? We're just gonna. There we go. Yes. Oh. All right. So for those of you who don't know this, we have a Friday night show. And the Friday night show is meant to be a fun little interaction from the audience. And the idea is that Simon T. Cat and Rufus D. Robot both take randomly generated junk as plot threads, and then you and them and the audience have to put together a story. So what we're going to do is this is going to be a heavily audience thing. Audience, there is no. I'm going to go over here. I think. Am I here? No. Trying to get my face back in the camera. What we're going to do is have this where you don't have to do redeems in the audience. You can just decide on things. Momentum and all that stuff are just here to kind of string things along because this is meant to be a good sidetrack. As we create or remove or destroy facts, we're just going to add them to the notes because if you don't write it down, you're not doing science. And so what we're going to do is we have a sidetrack, we have a lost civilization, an artifact, someone has to order their favorite beverage. These are the things that have to happen on during this sidetrack. To by the end of the night, these are the things we promise you. I have a fairly okay collection of junk in some folders that we can use because Cookie Trek runs far and wide in terms of the things it touches on. Like for it, all of Star Trek is in play, and we can add crew and characters and all that. So what I'm going to do is probably I'm putting you guys in a shuttle. And let me see, where's my shuttlecraft? And we may be in a TOS ship because I've got a lot of TOS shit here. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, you're in Shuttle Base 2, Starbase 173, right? So hopefully you can see that. This is Shuttle Bay 2. It's got a really cool looking spaceship. Ragathor and Lemuel, you are both here. Do you want a pilot to take you anywhere? If you want, we can create a couple of people for that.
Yeah, I don't think my piloting's very good. So
Yeah,
Lemuel,
I
how's
don't
your
think-
con? How's your CONN?
Let's see. I have a 3.
Oh, that's good enough to pilot a shuttle.
Yeah, I've got a 3.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be Sulu. I mean,
This is not terrible. It's not terrible, and we're not planning on going into combat, I guess.
well, I hope not, but Yield Night is young.
We're just going to look for some lost civilization clues.
We look for things we need. Actually, you
Bit me, go.
well, you declared that you were looking for an artifact because you could only have one idea, and then you made it too complicated.
Yep.
So I'm going to take it away from you. What's going to happen is you're both at Starbase 173. This is your first. You've left Starbase 1. You've just arrived in the frontier. Lemuel, are you part of the ship? Well, you joined the ship, so you could both be on the kind of crew rotation shuttle. If this makes
That
sense.
makes sense to me. Yeah, we're both pretty new on board.
Yeah, I think you're both new on board. We're going to put you both in a kind of a crew shuttle situation. Man, I used to have an inside of a shuttle, but we'll work that out. And really, you just have to fly to Sector 701 to get there. Did we want to have any additional crewmen? What's the name of the thing here? Did you guys want to have an additional red shirt with you or anything else?
We've got a scientist and an engineer. There probably should be a security
We could,
person.
yeah, we could have a security person, or we could just have the pilot, the shuttle pilot. Sorry, yep.
Yeah, maybe a pilot. If we're on a crew rotation shuttle, they probably aren't expecting any trouble.
Yeah, that's...
so they wouldn't have like a.
Yep. Okay.
I would think more likely a pilot.
Makes sense.
Yep. There it is. P by email games. Okay. What I'm going to do is, the weird part is I don't have a great way to do it. Hey, Jim and the Great Bear, we're playing Cookie Trek tonight. So I'm going to need you to go nuts with us, if you don't mind. I'm going to keep sliding over, so everyone remind me when I get to slide over. Lemuel and Ragathor are going on the shuttle trip. I'm going to do a thing called create an event, which gives me desert pleasures. Okay, so we're going to have that as a theme. Let's locate you a pilot. I'd love it to be a desert. Okay, this is our guy. This is Quergorg. He happens to be a Klingon exchange officer.
All right.
And you know what? He's really looking forward to going and getting you guys gone because he has a sand planet that he wants to go to. Yeah, go full Okuda, GM. If you haven't met either of our players yet, everybody's full geeking out. But Quergorg wants to go to the sand, some sort of a sand planet. If you guys want to make up a name for that, that would be great. And he is here. And NPC this. He's our pilot. And he wants to go to a sand planet. After he drops you off. Okay, so he's basically very surly about it. Says, "Well, let's get in. We need to go to the Odyssey, and then I shall rub warm sand all over my toes."
Let's
Is
do
that
it.
a Klingon thing?
Sure. Yes, this is a Klingon thing. It is very honorable to rub sand as one's toes. The visit the deserts of Corridan. I like it. Yeah, by the way, Cam, you can throw in like names and stuff as well.
Okay.
They play oh god, that's brilliant. People get their shirts off. So if you guys are not used to looking in the chat while you play, this is the best time. when GM and the Great Barrier is around, this is the best time to go looking at the chat and bouncing around with ideas. And there is no wrong answer. So definitely understand that. The deserts of Cordon. So he's very excited about that. And I'm going to say that the deserts of Cordon are probably not far away off your course. So he's hoping to, like, you know, after he drops you off, he's going to get in there and go there, if that makes sense. He's going to go there after he dumps you off. So yeah, you guys can just go ahead and interact in any way you want.
I'm looking forward to this. This is my first assignment out of Sector 001. My family's kind of suppressed my growth, my career growth. How about you, Lieutenant?
So I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be my first time on a big starship like this, Galaxy class. Jeez, what's bigger than that? Nothing, right?
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm glad I got the posting. I'm a little concerned that I got it through not the most excellent of means.
You're just gonna open up with that, huh?
More like I was expecting more of like a frigate posting, and to think that I'm going straight to the Galaxy class has got me a little suspicious of familial ties being pulled. But yeah. I'm thrilled to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm sure they have the correct amount of faith in your abilities. Families are pretty good at that.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking forward to some action. I've been sitting around for, it seems like forever, on star bases and doing little runabout runs between Mars and Jupiter and stuff. It's not very exciting.
Oh, it doesn't sound very interesting at all.
No, I joined Starfleet for something more. You know, everybody was pushing me to be another politician like Grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. My whole family is Starfleet for hundreds, and I really didn't even have a choice.
Oh, really?
But you're still looking forward to it, I assume.
Oh, absolutely. I'm here
that's
to see everything, do everything, punch everything, scan it, repair it, break it again.
Okay. Yep, that'll.
How about you? Is that an O or a Q?
Q.
Is that a Q? Q. So it's Q-Quarg.
Q-Quarg.
How about you, Q-Quarg?
Oh, my family is so wonderful. It's like there's a reason that I'm a shuttle pilot. Like I had a falling out. There's much dishonor.
I know that can be hard on a Klingon family. So you're a Klingon exchange crew member? Is that what I'm understanding from my crew briefing?
Yes, I am on loan because well, you know how you have to feed a targ? I mean, they eat a lot.
I've never fed
it. They eat a lot. Trust me, they eat a lot.
Carefully, I would think.
Yes. Well, sometimes when you don't debone things, it doesn't go well. They're very sensitive to bones. They have tiny little throats.
I get it.
Record would expect to be
really difficult because you Klingons usually have large fists, so get in there and get the bone must take a lot of effort.
Yeah. Oh, quick side note to GM. We're not going to keep any of the backstories of any of the Cookie Trek characters. So he's just sometimes a Klingon is just a Klingon.
Right.
For right now, because Q-Quarg has a whole Cookie Trek backstory, and like all Klingons, he is played by Michael Dorn, and he is therefore related to another, Q-Quarg, son of Q-Quarg.
Yeah, so he's of
the house of Q-Quarg because there was a polycule involved in an android. But yeah, he's not thrilled about it. He's like, I I have a lot of dishonor. I misfed the head of my house's target. Flishnack choked on a knuckle bone, and now I am here. But I look forward to regaining my honor at some point.
Yes. Well, that will require some pretty hefty excitement. So
Yes. Well,
maybe we can regain your honor on this trip if we go somewhere interesting.
Wait.
So you're talking about this desert. Could we go there before we go to the Odyssey?
That would involve weird protocol problems. Let me see. We're at warp 2.
Dodging those.
I mean, he's sitting down figuring it all out now. Do you want to make any sort of a command and presence roll to talk him into it?
Let's see. I have negotiations as a focus.
You also got skills that can do things as a skill.
True.
Lemuel, you can make an engineering and either notice in the stuff roll, which is like insight. I forget what your I paid no attention to your character's history or backstory. So if you've got engineering and insight, I don't know if that's good or not.
It's not bad.
Yeah, this shuttle is kind of one of those tool around at warp 3 kind of things. So he's kind of it's running. Well, go ahead and roll some bones to.
All right. So I'm aiming for 14, and I got 17 and 15. So
screw you, is what I'm hearing.
Screw me.
Okay, the shuttle is just fine. The shuttle is absolutely. It sounds beautiful. It's purring like a kitten. It has, and also your kittens have all died.
Yes, they all grew old and died before.
They all grew old and died. Hey, I don't know who's doing what. Hey, Skate Deck, thank you for the subscription. Sticking with us for 25 whole months. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So the shuttle sounds great. It's awesome. There's not a problem in the world with it. Rugathor, what have you got?
So you said presence and command.
Presence and command to
talk him into taking a side trip
if you want to
this desert planet first.
You want to do that? You're interested in it. I don't know why. I think you were interested in it.
It's xenoanthropology.
Yeah, because he did mention
there could always be something xeno on a planet I've never been to.
Especially with planets. Yeah, everything technically
most
is
of
xeno.
it
Yeah,
would be
Right, everything except Ephros for me. I mean, I'm even doing xenoanthropology on Earth.
Yeah, smug outsider. That's definitely your role there.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm a smug outsider. Yeah. So if you want to,
sadly, my presence isn't nearly as high as the real Melkor, but I will roll 2 dice and see, shooting for 11 or less.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 1 and a 15. So.
All right. He's up for it, but he's like, okay, well, now to make it. The flight logs, though, they'll know we've diverted, and I wanted to get in that intergalactic game of lacrosse, which we need to have a name for. Oh, hey, Bird Art! Oh my God, we got a hype train.
Hype train.
Nice.
Hype train.
All right, 29 months. Oh man, there've been a lot of hard lives here. So level 1 hype train, that's really cool. Nobody has to spend any money if they don't want to. But yeah, so I'm going to need. We got, and he starts going through all the calculations of how this has to look. The flight log needs this. If we push the engines to this, so he's kind of quietly hinting around to Lemuel that maybe he could goose the engines.
I will take a look at that. Absolutely.
And also, don't forget, as a bit of a meta crisis, as a meta thing, you both now have essentially co-writer status in this event, in this situation. So you as a player are now essentially a what's this kind of okay. You as a player have like all of you're essentially co-executive producers. Okay. So you can just say, oh, there's this, and you can just declare, and Thomas Riker shows up. Okay. So you now have that level of control. Normally I don't let you have that in the games, because I am a jealous god. But now you guys have the ability to just DM, move your character forward, but also move whatever it is forward, like as if you were in chat, just throwing out crap, and the idea is we all kind of create the story together, and move it forward, because we don't really have a story other than, oh, and then this happens, and I feel wouldn't it be neat if. So that's really the vibe we've got. If you want, so you don't have to be reacting to things. You can actually create things. And if we need to, we can just roll some dice. Hey, Rufus! Oh my God, he's spending money. Thank you, Rufus. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. You could do if you need to. Okay. So yeah, Lemuel, if you want, the engines are kind of trashy on this shuttle. And it looks like Quigorg does not want to run afoul of the first officer of the Odyssey, who seems to really like, what was the phrase? They really, really don't want to miss their schedule or miss their rendezvous times.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the ship could go, I don't know, faster. Is they in?
Yeah. Let's see if we can synchronize the engine and increase their efficiency.
Okay. And you can spend momentum or give me threat or whatever you want to do.
Let's see, what would this be? Control and engineering?
Yeah. Whatever would be the best for you, actually, because oh dear,
Yeah.
you're doing so well.
Yes. All right, I'm going to take a look and see if I can get these engines firing a little bit more smoothly. And it looks like I can. Shooting for 14, I got an 8 and a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so an 8 and a 3 would definitely help you goose it. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can't spend bits. I don't have any money. Damn it. I'm sorry. I can't spend bits on the chat. So if anybody wants to keep our hype train going. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is say that, okay, you've got the 8 and the 3, that does get you up. What do you have for like any other engineering kind of thing for shuttles that might come in as handy as a focus?
Ship propulsion systems. I think that would do
That'll
it.
do it. So that makes your 3 like critical. You at least get
critical success.
Yep. So you were able to make goose the engines as a trait. And what would you like to do with your spare point? Hey, Cam, thank you so much. Yes, now we're back up to super hypey people.
There we go.
Oh, you gifted
All
one
right.
to your sub. Oh, that's even more fantastic. Thank you.
I already got one. He's already got one. He says he's already got one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, Lemuel is also going to take a look at the ship's logs and see if he can work a little magic to smooth out the trackers inside the shuttle and the GPS coordinates and massage that data a little bit so no one's going to know side trip.
Okay. That's even better. What we'll do is yeah, so you got the side trip going. You do have that all smoothed out now because you got the points. Those are all cool. And yeah, so now Quarg is very happy about this. It's like, oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I was looking forward to it. By the way, would you like to join me for the space what's it called? It's not lacrosse. He made a comment about it. GM in the grave. No, it's not a polycule. Gascana. Yeah, that sounds like either a drink served to tool. Play Gascana. Okay, that's his goal. Yeah, so he wants to go there. The best part is it's played in a maze. It's like,
that sounds
oh yes, this is amazing because you never know what's going to happen, and then they occasionally have I just got an invite, and so he shows you his Klingon communicator that has more text capabilities than apparently Starfleet ones do. He does show you his communicator, and it has a set of coordinates. And he says the best part about this is nobody knows where this contest gets to be, and we get the coordinates just before it begins. So this is going to be great. So now he's going to use the fully goosed shuttle. Let me see if I can get some. What? Sorry.
How do we join? If you have to? If it's invite only, like, do you get a +1 or a +2 or something? Or
I think you just show up. I'm just going. So you fixed my shuttle.
If we go along for the ride.
You are allies. You have fixed my shuttle, and now he's got the coordinates. He did roll an 18. But a 6. Okay, so he at least is able to kind of roughly reset the course to where it needs to be, and you're headed for the deserts of Corridon. Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare for this? Is this a xeno? Do you have anything like, I don't know, xenoanthropologically that you would know about this sport?
I don't know.
What?
Is it a Klingon sport?
I'm going to say, remember the fact that you are now a co-executive producer.
Okay.
You are no longer a player. You are a co-executive producer who happens to have a DM NPC in the game. So basically, you both have DM NPC. And you can just, what I'm going to say is, Gascana is a thing that's native to Corridon, right? The sand planet, the deserts of Corridon. Those are the only 2 facts we know. And at this point, I want both of you to at least pick out one interesting thing. We know it's played in a maze, and it's played at a random location. And it tends to be played in mazes. Right? And you guys can each pick out 1 or 2 other things about Gascana, because it's kind of lacrosse-like, but beyond that, you make up an alien sport, go.
Kind of lacrosse-like.
Well, it's yeah, but you can make up all kinds of other things, like
No, I'm thinking
you have to have one leg under your,
You can't use your hands bare. You have to use some kind of stick or catching net or something.
Okay.
But we don't want it too lacrosse-like. So let's say instead of a stick with a net on it, you just have like a loose net that you have to use for catching a ball or maybe catching somebody in the maze. I don't know. Do we?
I like that idea.
Yeah, let's say we catch people in the maze, and that's part of the thing. It's like you're sort of hiding, and you're also like navigating this maze, and the more people you bring to the center with your net, the more points you score.
Okay. That's one. Which one gets the snatch? Okay. Sorry. All right. Jim, do you have any other things that Gascana might do?
There is small drones that fly around
Okay.
and shoot at you, trank people, or like, basically the drones are another faction playing this game, and their job is to eliminate everybody with their nets or their tranquilizers.
Could I alter the drones to a biological creature?
Sure.
Okay, pretend that it's not a drone and pick another kind of other creature that you want it to be. And they can be like falcons, like semi-trained falcons or some shit, right? So go ahead and describe what else they would have instead.
Sort of like giant dragonflies buzzing around.
Okay.
6 wings instead of 4.
Dragonflies.
It's
and they still like, do they poop out poison gas, or do they still have like a chaos
they have
thing?
stingers. Yeah, they have stingers in their tail.
Okay.
And they have like a spray that's like a glue that will stick you to a wall or whatever.
I like it.
Okay. And during this thing, you can also, don't forget, you guys can make up facts like, oh, and they can't see you if you're wearing yellow. That kind of stuff too. Those are all within your narrative control. If you feel like, stupid facts that need to show up in your to your advantage. Okay, so there are dragonflies with.
I have a good one.
All right.
They can't see you if you're completely still. So if you're just about to net somebody and you hear them coming, then you're screwed because you can't net the person. You have to freeze, or else you'll be.
Okay. And they also, they have an unusual. I'm going to say they also have an unusual song. Oh, they sing. So they'll have some kind of like. So, my thought is that they'll Rick roll. And you'll hear it as their wings have a humming beat that sounds like. So as they come close, you're at least warned that there's something happening. I think would be a fun thing to do. That should keep people on guard. All right. So there's nothing else. And what? Let me see. So Quirgarg is excited about what you're doing so he starts hauling out the Quirgarg equipment. Okay, and so he gives you a big net, and the net's got some weights on it. It's got some fishing bobbers on it. It looks like there's feathers on it as well. It looks like kind of a weird dream catcher without any structure that was clearly assembled by the prop department. Okay, because if you went with a lacrosse stick, they'd just be lacrosse sticks. Because this is how Star Trek works. It would be, color. You get a weird ass color, you get space color on it. So you've now got this weird fishing net thing that has, it's like Long John Silver's nets that they pulled off the wall as they went out of business. So they got those, and also, it's going to be shirtless. So that's going to be a requirement, depending on either one of you. What are your fitnesses?
Ooh. Mine is a 9, so not terrible.
Okay.
But not great.
I have a 10.
Okay. Cameron, your character is allowed to wear a tank top.
Okay.
And Jim, your fitness is high enough that you can go shirtless. That's how it worked for Captain Archer. That's how it's going to work here. So one of you will be shirtless, whatever. And then there's also going to be like some ornamental footwear that they have. Okay, G-Man the Great Barrier is recognizing me out of this. The match lasts. Where is it? Why is it not coming out? The match lasts until the plants which grow in the maze bloom flowers whose pollen heightens a sense of elation and joy, making victory sweet. The plants make up the maze Oh, it's a corn maze. Okay, GM and the Barrier has just upgraded this to a corn maze.
Oh, awesome.
Is that a thing that you guys...
Season appropriate.
It's season
I
appropriate.
like it. Season appropriate. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you again, GM of the Great Barrier. I appreciate it. Are you guys getting the hang of how this works?
Mhm.
Yep. I like corn maws. Oh, all right, corn maze. That works too. We're just gonna knock the furry content to the back burner. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. And there's gonna be opponents, which we'll get to. But so yeah, you've got ornamental footwear. What kind of footwear would be needed in this game? When Quigar pulls out these, he seems to have extra pairs of whatever the footwear is.
They're slightly too small, so you can't run away from other netters.
Right.
If they're a good thrower, they're going to get
Right.
you.
Well, no. I mean, are they boots? Are they sandals? Are they stiletto heels? Are they thigh-high boots?
Definitely heels, since we're in a desert.
Yes.
Because that'll slow people down a lot.
Okay.
Poking through the sand.
Okay. So part of the traditional spiked heels.
Yep. They're 7-inch and they're only a 1/2 inch wide, so they're going to go deep in the sand.
Okay, so they're 7-inch heels. Okay, that's going to work out pretty well. And you see Quigar getting them on. Now, Quigar is very robust, so he's going to have the big giant barrel chest. It's going to make a nightmare for makeup for him because he's got the ridges all the way down his spine. He's got the big long hair. We find out, of course, that all Klingons are
Takes
shaved.
2 days in makeup.
Yeah, and he's going to be shaved. He's smooth as a baby. You know, it's like there's no hair. They're not putting hair on this guy. So yeah, he's all set, and he says, "Okay, we're about 1 hour from this place. It's amazing. You know, this will be good." He does punch in. He gets a second set of coordinates now, because there were some that got you to the right continent, and now it's going to be to the right location. So he's going to take the coordinates, and he's going to try and do a... Okay, yeah, 12 and a 7. That's not bad as a shuttle pilot. He can get the coordinates. There's going to be additional characters that meet, and I'm going to see if I can find a... Well, we're just going to do this. We're gonna go the old-fashioned way. Where's my Chikety? So we're going to have ChatGPT create an area for us. What kind of planet? All right, so we need a desert planet.
Just as an aside, my tank top is a throwback uniform like the NFL uses, and it says disco on it.
So we get a cross promotion for merchandising.
So we get a cross promotion, and it's considered a throwback uniform.
It's like that. There we go.
It's like when the Lions wear the silver helmet with no lion on it, and everybody goes, "Oh, it's their 1940s throwback uniform."
I think that's actually a fairly decent. I think that's actually a fairly decent image. I'm gonna put.
I like it.
Gonna put that out there. Anytime you see Star Trek, it makes another Enterprise. It's like the fucking pack lid.
Well, you know what that is? That's like their equivalent of the Goodyear blimp. It's flying over the maze. That's where they get the aerial shots. So it's actually there.
Well, there's
part of continuity now.
Oh God, no! I cropped it out because I refused.
It's the SS Goodyear.
Well, there's another one up.
The SS Year Good.
Yeah, there's another
So we
one up
avoid
there.
any copyright issues.
Yeah. Oh God. All right. Our location is copy. Let me grab my tag. I got my tag. Oh, check the mail. Okay, and this is the deserts of Cordon. Okay, and then there's the maze. Right? Okay. I need a. So we're flying in. We're going to land the shuttle in a bit. And we'll just like shrink it down here. Oops. Zip. Hello. Okay. So you're going to be there. What other groups are gonna be here, guys? Who else is gonna be doing this with you? And are you all on the same team?
I imagine we're on the same team.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
One of the opposing team is made up of changelings,
Okay, that's what I needed to
but
hear.
we don't know that.
Oh, okay, good. Let me see. All right, I need a clear. Okay, so they're gonna some Star Trek style aliens ready to play lacrosse with fishing nets and high heels. We're
Can't wait for
we're
this.
gonna see what happens.
The leader of the changeling team is Changeling Martok,
Oh.
because nobody knows he's a changeling yet.
All I'm gonna say is this is the peak of Star Trek. That is
Oh
exactly
wow.
what I wanted.
Sweet. Oh, and check out the one person's huge ass furry
Yes,
boots.
they got the UGG boots. I am seriously liking that. That is
Oh, this could become a canon sport for our Bajor Rising.
oh yeah. Copy image. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is save you off to a corner until I need you. And we're gonna grab the have a chance. Open image, a new tab.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so you do meet your opponents for the other team. We'll just do that. New slide. Copy the image. We'll just have them at the the meeting hall or something like that. The funny thing is they've all got Starfleet badges, which makes no sense. And I will declare that they are wearing what they're wearing. They do not look like they look like weird ass Star Trek Starfleet uniforms that are just not right. Okay.
Right.
And well, thanks guys, because you bunged it up because we're not supposed to have changelings yet. I'll make them shapeshifters of some
But we
kind.
don't know. There's a shapeshifter of some kind. We don't know if it's official change.
Yeah, so you've got a bunch of JJ verse style aliens here. Because they got the giant heads, if I always remember right. They always have these weird ass heads. So
Oh, and the weird throwback uniform for Kukug is he's got disco style Klingon body.
what is that one? Yeah.
It's just got like just to make him stay in makeup more. It's got little like rings through various places and stuff.
Oh, he's got the JJ verse Klingon.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, he's the JJ
so
verse
that way
Klingon.
we can really cross advertise.
Oh man, yeah, you can piss off all the fans. We are definitely getting rid of everybody's
let's
pissed.
do that.
All right. Let me see. The traditional. Oh God, you guys have already given me the name here. He has the Kunsana traditional Kunsana piercings. All over his, all down his, yeah. All down his front. Okay, now we're gonna see if there is who would be the person. Pick a celebrity or something who you think would be. Because I'm gonna go with James Earl Jones if you're not careful. Who's the person who's organized all this? This will be either the referee or he'll be the person who's he's the guy that sets up the venue. So you guys can just decide, like, oh, it's Bert
Dennis Quaid.
Bert. Okay, Dennis Quaid. Okay, is there any particular? I'm going to go with Dennis Quaid shirtless. Yeah, that looks bad.
Sweet. Oh, perfect. He's even sunburnt because he's not used to being in the desert.
Yeah, I think.
But he wants to organize this anyway.
Oh yeah. He's not supposed to be here.
He even looks pissed off.
Yeah, he looks absolutely pissed off. If I had time to clean it up, I would. By the way, this is him. He's normal height. Or no, he's one of the little. What are they? First Federation guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Tranya drinkers. Which gives the opportunity of ordering the favorite drink.
Oh yeah, if you want to. All it is someone orders a favorite drink. So yeah, organizers First Federation. He doesn't talk at all. Or no, actually, no, it was Baylock. So this guy is named Jaylock. Or Quaidlock.
D-Lock. Quaylock. I liked it. Quaylock.
And he needs an alter ego.
And his Patreon alter ego is
what's the guy who's
Quaylust.
No, who's shoot, who does the room? Who did the room?
Oh God, yeah.
Tommy
Tommy Wiseau.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
How do you spell W-Y? Is it what?
WISSEAU.
Need something.
Oh, there we go.
It's an
Tommy
odd spell.
Wiseau. In armor.
Sweet.
We're just gonna see, and I'm gonna say AI. Because if you put AI in, it actually attempts to. Oh God, that's creepy. If you put AI in, it will actually dig through all the bullshit AI that it could do. With a shark. Yeah, I'm gonna make that his bodyguard.
Sweet.
Actually, no. This will be the first thing. Is the first thing you see, because all of them have a puppet. We won't worry. That's a little hard. Yeah. So yeah, this is getting too complicated because it's covered up the drag queens, and I really like them. So I'm gonna just ditch him over here. Yeah. So he's
Make him even smaller than Baylock.
I'll make him smaller than Baylock, like he's an action figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like everybody underestimates him, and he's like the most super tough person from the Tranya drinkers.
Oh, I was thinking
Homeworld.
that was the puppet. That was the puppet. Baylock was Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah,
he was going to be the
of
puppet.
course.
But that's okay. So Quaylock is going to be this pissed off First Federation guy, and he's going to ask. He's going to say, "Okay, all right, y'all have we'll just we'll go southern. We'll go Cash Dash. Well, y'all have decided you're going to throw down here for game against summer. And y'all know the rules, of course. You're aware of the use of mud fleas is strictly forbidden because we are a friendly competition. And any missing limbs All eyeballs should be returned at the end of the match. So you all signed your release forms. So he looks at Quargarg, and Quargarg basically like takes out his Doctar and just slices his hand open and just smears blood all over some kind of fucking log that's sitting over there. And then he offers the big bloody knife to you guys because his blood is just as purplish red as it's ever been.
All right, well, I'm game. I'll do the same thing. I'm exploring my Xeno abilities, so and I'll grimace in pain, but I won't let out a shriek.
Surprisingly, Klingon knives actually have an anesthetic on them. That's why they get this slice of fucking hands open all the time. It really doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You find that out. That's your new pro tip for the.
That's my new
Your new discovery is
Xeno stuff.
it doesn't.
I'll put that in my xenoanthropology.
Yeah,
notebook.
there's a you notice a small button on the side when the little blades are out. You'll notice he hands it to you without the blades out, and you slice your hand and it doesn't hurt.
It's fascinating.
So yeah, are you gonna take your cut and then you're gonna just do a smear? What I'd like you to do is a presence.
Smear my yellowish orange ephrosion blood on there.
Okay. And Lemuel, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna hand the knife off, or is Lemuel just gonna have to bash his face into the log?
No, Lemuel looks at the table that the log is on and sees a piece of paper with the pen that says, sign here if you want to play this game. And he picks up the pen and he throws down his signature and looks at the two of you like, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, I think that Quaylock looks at you too, looks at you both like, what the hell, man? That was our sacred log. All right. You're gonna have to pay the cleaning deposit on that. Quickharg is a little bit discouraged, and he asks, did he have the pen? He asks for the pen.
Hands it over. Here you go, bud.
Okay. Yeah. So he signs his name. He still dips it in his blood. He's still insisting on doing it with his blood.
Still pretty metal. Yeah.
Then he hands me the pen, and I go, a ballpoint. How quaint.
Yes.
And then I'll sign my name.
Yep. So that's good. The rest of them, all go up, and they each have their own pens, by the way, which is very interesting. All of the other players have their own pens, and what I need is like a perception. Is it perception? What the hell's our what are our skills on these things? There's Simon's character. Let's open that up.
Probably insight.
Yeah, it's insight. I'm sorry, it's
perception.
insight because we don't have perception because this is not D&D. Yeah, let's go with an insight and either security, medicine, science. Probably any of those. Any of those will work.
I'll take science. All right. 15 or less for me. Let's see. Oh! 16 and 17.
Nice.
Sure.
You notice nothing.
So I noticed nothing.
Trust me, it's all normal.
I'm still busy looking at this ballpoint, just shaking my head, going, I thought my disco shirt was old school.
Yep. Lemuel, I don't know if you even care about the opponents, to be honest.
No, I'm gonna check them.
There's literally nothing in this for you, as far as I can tell.
I'm always up. One of my values is the galaxy's a buffet, and I'm gonna try everything.
But not slicing my hand open. Self harm is not
I'm
it.
also paying attention. You can see the paper right on the table, and it says waiver on it in 75 languages.
How do we do on the notice and stuff roll?
I got a 1 and a, no, is it a 1 or a 7? That's a 7. So 2 successes.
All right. So you do notice when they sign when these it's kind of like their hand is it's fused to the pen for some reason. Like it's kind of this weird thing where their hand you can't really tell where the hand starts and the pen stops and the pen starts or anything. And then they seem to just put it, they have it, they do a signature, and when they put their arm down, there's no pocket where the pen went, but the pen goes away.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. So that's an oddity. So what's going to happen is now here's the deal. So you score points by let me see. You score points by capturing other people. The game lasts until the plants in the maze bloom, and then the whole thing falls apart. And let me see. Is there any other way to score points? Chat, do you have any ideas about how else you might score points in this game, other than using the snitch? I'm hoping for Rufus or GM. Either one. Or you guys can come up with another idea. Great shorts. What? Oh, yeah, he has some great shorts. You're all in your traditional 7-inch spike heels, which would be hilarious. Oh, the question, Rufus, is what other ways can one score points in this game of totally made up Star Trek Kansana or Keskana? It's a lacrosse-like game, and it's played in 7-inch spiked heels with nets. Man, chat's not helping us at all. That's okay. We're gonna go for it. You can score by bringing in an animal to help. Okay. So like a Pokemon? Okay, guys, if you want, you can you'll notice that everybody else starts bringing out pets. And Quarg, son of Korgarg, looks around and he says, "Gentlemen, do you have your pet? Mine unfortunately choked to death, which is kind of why I'm in the Starfleet exchange program. Do you have a spare vole?"
No, I don't even have a tribble, and they're so easy to get.
You could go looking for a pet quickly, because it's like, say it's an hour before the game starts officially. And if you want to, there could be a tailgating parties and a few other things. I'm going to say there's a city in the distance. There is a tailgating party. There are tailgating parties going on as well. And, the desert might also have a fauna as well.
I'm going to use my xenoanthropology to try and remember the favorite pets for natives of the desert world of Cordana.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and throw some things. What's Lemuel doing? Is Lemuel even giving a shit about the pets, or is he just having fun with actually smelling things from the buffet, from the tailgating party?
There are animals involved. Lemuel is very into that.
Okay. Do you want to work on phrasing of what you just said?
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 and a 20, so I got a critical fail. And I'm going to say that my memory is that the animal most likely to be a pet is some kind of insect that's actually highly poisonous, but we don't know that. I mean, I screwed up, so I don't know that. I'm just going to say, yeah, we need to get these bark scorpions. There's a special bark scorpion on this planet that's just all the rave. Let's get those for our pets. We just can walk out in the desert and grab them.
Okay, so you're going to head off to the desert to try and find bark scorpions.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you even know what a bark scorpion looks like, or is this just book knowledge? That's the critical failure. You know what it is, but
because I've never been out of Sector 001, so I've seen
no.
pictures of like terrestrial.
Well, actually, that's what I'm going to say is you don't know what it looks like. You've just read it. You have no idea what a bark scorpion looks like, but you know it's important to get. And
right, and on this world, you find them under these dried logs that have a purple bark to them.
Okay, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go copy image, and we're going to go to the tailgate party if Lemuel is interested.
Oh my God, that looks sweet too.
That does look really like I want to be there.
I know, right?
Yeah, I like the idea that everybody's all stretched out in an aspect ratio, but I'm good with that. So Quigarg has to make a choice about who he would go with, or if you walk on your way through to the desert, because you're headed for the desert, right? And you have to walk through the tailgate party, let's say. So you're all like walking through this tailgate party. And how do you guys want to? Because what I'm thinking of is there can be pets here too, because people bring their pets. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let me see. Desert mouse. Oh God. Okay, yeah, that's even better. Yeah. So you're going to you're kind of walking through this space. There are pets in this environment, which if you wanted to save yourself a trip, you could go get those. It looks like they're having grilled something or other, and everybody seems to have this really elongated head, which is really hilarious. And they all have like the Argo car. They seem to have stolen a lot of those Starfleet multi-purpose Jeeps.
But no blasters on the tail.
No blasters on the tail end. So Lemuel, what do you want to do here?
Lemuel is gonna go around and see if there's any pets in this crowd.
Okay.
That are looking a little neglected and lonely, and maybe like they could use a friend for the next couple hours.
Okay. Please make a picture of 5 different pets. All right, so I'm going to get 5 different pets appropriate to the scene, and amazingly, ChatGPT figured out, oh, geez, bad spelling is not a problem for this thing. Drunken texting. Let me see. And while we're at it, is Ragathor going to? He's just going to head out with the.
I'm going to go in the desert, but like not super far because I know I got to be back in an hour. So I'll go out 15 minutes worth of desert scoping for this bark scorpion thing.
And I'm going to give this a thumbs down because I need pets. I don't need.
Yeah, they're more like beings. Although the guy with the dragonfly wings could be the dragonfly drone. The drones that sing.
Oh, that would actually be good. Okay, I think we'll do that.
Yeah, and the singing isn't real singing. It's actually when they breathe while they're in flight, that elongated head is like an instrument chamber. So it's a hum produced by that skull.
Okay. I've updated the image. I don't need it updated. I needed
different
how
completely.
Did it didn't do shit. Did it? pets, please. 5
Doesn't
of
look
them.
like it did.
Here is an updated image of 5 different alien pets. You're gaslighting me. Okay, make 5 more.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to do this. It doesn't even let me do that. Piece of garbage. I don't want to like interrupt it in the middle of. I don't want to do image interrupt this.
Right.
Yeah.
Save image as. Okay, fine. I'm just going to grab this in Photo Affinity, and I definitely want to grab the what are they called? I definitely want to grab the Cthulhu looking thing. All right, this is one of the creatures. It's going to be here, and that's the maze dragon.
Yep.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I think it's going to have like just one big fang. Come out of its freaking skull. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're much more adorable. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
these
like
are
that little lizard in a ball.
okay.
Yeah, that's kind of
So you see the little lizard in a ball. Is that what you? There's a cockatrice, a bug.
That's adorable. It is. Oh, but I like that bird too.
You can decide. All right. They're all very cute.
That bird's an Orion pirate bird.
Okay. Did you did you maybe get distracted and not want to go to the desert? Because you don't have to go to the desert if you find something else. But you could be convinced that it's a better choice.
That thing that's more like a centipede, I could think that that's one of the bark scorpions and go, oh, they've got some right here.
Yeah, that certainly looks like a bark a thing. And
it's close enough.
Yeah, and I like the idea of that. So I'm gonna grab.
Plus, we don't want to split the party.
Yeah, not with an hour.
No.
Copy the clipboard. Okay. We're gonna do that. Okay, so you see this scuttling along the ground, and I'm gonna put this in quotes, bark scorpion. Okay, there's the maze singer.
Yeah, and I like that bird. That bird's gorgeous.
You're gonna use the bird. You're gonna grab the bird.
Grab the bird.
Okay.
If the bird will have me.
Well, that is the next part of this. Let me see. I like that there's a fucking umbrella back there from. There's an American flag. It's like. Oh yeah. Nobody's taking the little bubble guy. That's funnier than anything. I thought the bubble guy would be done for
that
sure.
Little bubble guy. That little bubble guy might be sneaking into the shuttle with my DM powers.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we need at least one of these creatures to come back to the Odyssey. So that would be a good one for that.
Oh, that would be funny. I'm gonna do the.
And maybe the bubble makes it so you can't get a tricorder scan of it. It's like an interference field. So we don't know that he's sneaking around.
Oh, that would be fun. All right. All right. There's that. I don't know why I've decided I've got to put a name tag on him, but we're just going to do that. Okay. Center. Just make it white and just hope for the best. We're just I'll take that and we're going to copy paste. Paste. All right. Let me see. And that's the beetle, right? That's the bark scorpion. Okay. And let me see. So this is just scuttling along the ground, right? You guys can decide how you encounter each one of these? Because I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
it
the
just
bird
crawls
either.
over. It's trying to crawl up my high heel. I'm having difficulty walking, and I go, "Oh, there's one of those things right now," and I'll just pick it up off my heel.
Okay.
That'll
And
save me a lot of time walking in the desert with these things on.
yeah, actually, I should actually ask for a fitness roll. Rainbow chicken. Do we have rainbow chicken? Do we have a name for rainbow chicken? Anyone like Stan or anything like that? Yeah, Rufus, if you've got an idea for rainbow chicken. So you see the bark scorpion, and it's crawling up your leg, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna rinky dink you down. And we're gonna group it. And we're gonna the maze singer. We're gonna group that. And we don't know what you are, but we're gonna group you too. One of them is we got to give it to Chikety. Oh man. And he is who grabbed Chikety? Oh, Lemuel did.
I did.
Lemuel, Chikety is 8 feet tall.
That is perfect.
Sweet. He's like a rainbow Wookiee.
Yes. And it does look like all right, I'm gonna do this. It looks like Chikety is tied up next to kind of a space Winnebago.
A Winnebago with the wings.
A Winnebago with wings, exactly. It looks like Spaceball, whatever the Spaceball one was. I forget the name of their ship. But it is out there. And I'm going to put these guys into the scene because why not? Yeah, so he's over there. And then the bark scorpion is just over here. And reduce you down. All right, good. So the Chikety is tied up, and it looks like there's a butcher block nearby, and some hacksaws, and there's blood and feathers, rainbow feathers, surrounding this butcher's block.
Oh,
So are you going to take food out of someone's mouth? Is what I'm hearing.
absolutely. I am. Replicators are a thing. You don't need to kill a bird.
Okay. So you do grab Chikety. What? How are you doing that, by the way?
I'm going to use the butcher knife on the block to chop his leash and then see if he wants to come with me.
Okay. I'm also gonna make this one, and this was called Mama. And that one is gonna come along with Quargarg. Yeah, somehow how did we wind up getting pets? Was that was GM of the Great Barriers thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that was in chat.
That was chat. Okay, got it. I'm gonna take Mama and put it over here. Who's that Pokemon? So you're gonna try and like just cut the yeah, because I don't think you guys had phasers. I don't think you brought weapons, right?
No, we were just going to the Odyssey. So
Yeah, it's not
You're
like you're
they
just
were going
taking
to
an
equip
Uber.
us. Yeah, we were going to equip us once we get there.
okay.
Like, I don't think you get personal weapons from Starfleet HQ to bring with.
Yep. So that's going to be the fun part. Yep. So you're what I need is a. Are you trying to keep this secret at all? Is Samuel trying? Is Lemuel trying to keep this secret or anything at all?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be sneaky about it.
Okay. This would be a security and well, it could be fitness or if you can justify any other stat.
No, fitness is fine. It's one of my highest. So fitness and security shooting for 13. And that is... Come on, phone. A 2 and a 19.
All right.
All right.
Do you have any focus that would involve chicken theft?
Small unit tactics.
Yep, that's it. Well, this is a large unit, but we're gonna do that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
I'm a
do
relatively small unit.
relatively small unit. The Chikety, I think Chikety is taller than you, but you do have the ability. You do snag Chikety out. With whoever it is, the robot in the spacesuit, rocking out on top of the car, I guess is what we're going to be dealing with here. You do procure Chikety. Quargar just grabs Mama and you basically and Regothor had the bark scorpion crawling up its heel. So you have procured pets at least, and it's beginning to and they're doing an announcement now. The Echo is like
10 points for Gryffindor.
yeah, that kind of thing. Yep. Contestants to the maze. Contestants to the maze. Because I got to do some kind of audio just for the fuck of it. Yeah. So let me see. And I don't know what these guys would have. I need like a fanged death beast. Oh no, they've got all these. They've got this one.
They have the guy from Prodigy.
What?
The robot thing looks like the character from Prodigy.
It looks like
yeah.
a walking speaker. Yeah. Either that or it's cat.
The Methusian or whatever they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Medusan.
Medusan. That's
I like the idea better that this robot is projecting a bubble around this creature and it's suffocating. But that's
I
just
don't like that at all.
That's evil.
well, I'm not saying that it. Well, I mean that's because this thing's a piece of shit. It's vicious. It's mean. Trust me, it's evil. This is the American sideways flag, the American banners with who knows what's up here.
Well, and I see that the guy from the Orville is a robot that eats hot dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is copy V. Right. Each one of them shows up with an identical pet. Because I'm saving the CG budget. We're just gonna do that. You guys are, let's let the games begin. No, it's a question of one group goes in the maze at a time. All right, and we have to have some kind of a weird contest to see who gets first. It's like the coin toss, right? At least that's my opinion. Is we're going to try and do a coin toss. What would be a contest or some other way of determining the kind of who gets to go first? You guys have any ideas? Like it can be something random, or it could be a minor extra challenge. It could be a trivia contest. It could be a dance off. It could be a drag off. You guys could just pick something that would be, and then just a goofy alien name. If whoever comes up with a challenge, the other person has to come up with a name for it. Just gonna leave us hanging.
I'm thinking.
A 50-meter dash in the desert sands in those heels. And whoever gets there first, their team gets to enter the maze first.
Okay. Let me see. And what would Jim? What would the
So
name
it's a
of this be?
dash off.
Yeah.
but
What
we
would
need a
what would be
name.
the name for the dash off?
Gobjog.
Excellent.
Are you grabbing your what's it, Sudoku? Is this like a Sudoku
Yeah, I
thing?
got my my boggle game here.
That's exactly what it should be.
The Gobjog. I love it.
All right. Okay, and it is let me see. Okay, do I need a desert? Do I really care about a desert? Okay, let's just have a quick desert.
And it's up a sand dune, so it's really hard in those heels. It's not flat desert. There's a sand dune for the Gobjog. Oh, and they draw lots to see which, so it might not, I might get stuck with it even though I have the worst fitness of our group. So like you draw lots to see who represents your team.
No, I think it goes by the
Gobjog.
weight of your pet.
Ah, okay.
So we weigh your
I'll take
pet,
that.
and then it decides what that is from there. Okay, sorry, I'm just grabbing the background, a background image. I'm pretty impressed at
50
this.
quatloos on the newcomers.
Yeah, so here we go. Anytime, ChatGPT. Come on. I'm not asking you to cure cancer, because apparently you should be able to do that if we just give you more money. If we just let
Sand dune race course.
for drag
Just
queen.
have to learn
you
how to ask
confused
the
it with the
question.
drag queen race.
There's no such thing as confusing this thing. It doesn't know what it's doing. I want to see what it looks like, because because when you look at this, damn,
Yeah. No, it did really well for the other contestants. I totally dig
there
that.
seems to be an issue generating this image. A sand dune race course. It means it ran into copyright issues, and it recognized that it did. Oh God, that's hilarious. Yeah, let's just look for a sandy beach. I'm gonna do this instead, because I do like the drag queen thing, and we did make a shuttle for drag queens for Friday night game, because there's a planet called Drog, and it is ruled by a queen named Bigwig. So all right. Oh, yeah, I like oh man, none of them look hellish enough. Forget it. It'll be fine. Yeah, I just literally need one big alien sand dune. Okay, that is the lamest sand dune I've ever seen. I want that one. One with the giant beast on it.
Oh yeah, the giant like sandworm type thing.
Sandworm coming to get you.
Yeah, we'll just grab this bad boy. Okay. And we'll just do the quag jug. I don't know why I'm insisting on making sure that there's a freaking sand dune race thing. But we're gonna force you to weigh your pet. All of their pets are identical, which suggests that they all get to go and run up the hill because you can't weigh their pets weigh all weigh the same. So all of them are entered.
Or they get to pick their most fit.
No. Whoever's
It's all.
yeah.
Okay.
It's all of it because this is a bad loophole, and almost like these people figured out the loophole.
Yeah, they must have heard.
Well, the weird part is also that the pets seem to sit next to their leg and blend into their leg really well. And actually, when they go to weigh them, the person like takes their leg and puts it up on the scale with the pet.
That's not suspicious.
So that's not suspicious at all. But yeah, it's this weird little creature. What they're going to do is they're going to weigh your pets. Which I would normally say an animal handling roll, but no, we're not going to have that, are we? There's Mama and Chikety, and copy and this, and put you in there. So I'm going to get Bark Scorpion, Mama, and Chikety. And Mama is made out of. Kimber, did you try and pick up your Bark Scorpion or not?
Yeah, I tried to grab him off my heel, and then I kind of lost my balance a little because of the heel. So I don't know if I grabbed him or he just ran into my.
I was definitely going to make him like weigh a ton, but we're not going to do that at this point. I'm going to say it's between Mama and Chikety. So Jim, evens or odds? Because I don't know how an 8-foot chicken versus a cat. What? I apologize. Evens or odds?
I will take odds.
Okay. If you want to do this, you can. If you don't have to, and you can just let the Klingon do it.
No, Lemuel will do it.
Okay. Lemuel, you and Chikety will be here. And basically you have to run up, and I think that I should include some kind of a freaking goal, maybe. It's a severed hand. Yeah, you have to run up to the windmill at the top because everything is about windmills, the solar power. And then every one of these people will be lined up next to you. And for now, I'm just going to have it do this. Okay. So Lemuel, you've got Chikety, and you have to take the pet up to the windmill. Not a problem, right?
Not a problem at all.
Not a problem. You do have high heels, so this will be a series of like either fitness rolls and also what do you think would be appropriate to try and convince a giant chicken to run up a sand hill behind you? Or how do you think you want to get it? Because you can start making up facts about Chikety. Keep in mind,
Yeah, well,
he is your thing.
Yeah, so he likes shiny things, like all birds across the universe.
Okay.
So I take off my comm badge and I have it kind of shining it over my shoulder as I run.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to make that like an engineering and daring, or I don't know what your other skill would be. It's something to do with
daring,
being
I
clever.
think is it.
Yeah. Yep. So engineering and daring. Let's see if we can coax Chikety up the hill.
All right, this is a 13. Ooh, that looks promising. A 4 and a 7. All right.
Holy cats. Okay. You definitely generated at least 2 successes. Cameron, is there anything you want to do to try and assist in this endeavor?
Gosh, I don't know what if I can really do anything. Maybe I'll release my bark scorpion and it distracts some of those.
Yeah, because you can do that. You can also keep in mind you are a narrator as well as a player. So things can appear to Ragarthar if he needs them, or if it would be more helpful. Like, oh, there's an air horn nearby, or or something like that. You could have food, you could have other things appear. So you can be much more GM broad brushy about things.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so I can just DXM it.
Yeah, you're just DXMing. I mean, that is part of it. Like you guys can be much more loose about how this works.
All right, so I see this over by the tailgate zone. Somebody has this beach ball that's painted to look like one of those pets. And as they're getting ready to run, I'm going to roll it up and over a different sand dune and try to get the pets to all lemming over the other sand dune.
Okay, so you notice that they all act in a group, that they're like flocking creatures.
So they're like lemmings. So I'm going to take this giant beach ball of that creature and roll it up over another hill. Just go like did.
Okay, I like that idea. What we're going to do is, what would it look like? Format, image, no. Format options.
Maybe just a ball with just that face on it. Not their body, but just that green face and a silvery, glittery ball.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. There. We'll make that be the glittery ball. Glitter balls?
Yeah, sweet.
And then it'll be a bigger one because they're adorable. So you got a giant ball. Yeah. So you're gonna.
A little kid type.
Okay.
Giant beach ball
Okay.
thing.
So why don't you go ahead and huck that? You can huck it, and you can huck it towards something.
All right. So I'm gonna try to.
Funny. All right. Never mind.
I want to throw it up over a different sand dune, and I guess go oh look, or something like that, and use maybe presence and I don't know, what would that be?
Well, let's work out there's a distracting part, and then there's the actual physically getting the thing.
Yeah, the physical part's going to be.
Well, you notice that they do a dance, and you watch them flocking, and there's a flocking dance. So what I need you to do is you're gonna be puppeting the ball to get them interested. This is the equivalent of the shiny. You could even use your communicator to make it emit a sound or something. But yeah.
Okay.
So that can take you to engineering. It can take you over to science. And then it can be
Yeah, definitely science, because that's my skill set.
Yep. So you're gonna science this. What I'm thinking is you're improvising, so it's daring or insight, maybe.
I'll go for insight and science if I can.
Because control would work too, because you're puppeting it. But yep. So just generate a few of those, and I'm going to see what their chance of resisting is.
All right. So I need a 15 or less.
Yeah. Good luck on that.
All right. The first one, I got 2 successes.
Okay.
How many rolls do I need? To...
You just got. You need at least 3 successes.
All right. So, and we don't have any momentum right now. It
No,
looks
you
like.
can hand me threat. If you want to buy a die, you
I'll
can
give
use a
you- I'll give
value
you-
if you want to, or succeed at a cost.
But yeah, there's not much of my values work here. I'm going to give you one threat, and roll a third die and hope for the best, because 15 is actually not bad.
Oh no, it's not bad at all.
All right, I roll a 12, so you get a threat, and I get 3 successes.
Okay. So yeah, you do distract them. They're flocking off. The interesting thing is not only are they flocking off, but they're dragging the drag queens with the aliens with them across the hill.
And the aliens are trying really hard to make it look like they're chasing them and that they're not actually physically a part.
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. You're definitely.
So they're like, "Oh, come back!"
Yeah,
and
they're really messed up.
Bad acting.
And and the sticks are not falling out of their hands. That's even funnier. So Lemuel has you did roll and got the success to get the chicken up the hill.
Yes.
So you guys, you see the windmill. You collect the sack of flour at the top, as all windmills have in them. And you can now feed Chikety if you want. Either the grain or the flour. It's up to you.
Probably gonna like grain better.
Yep. So Chikety gets a nice meal out of it, and the beach ball goes rolling down the hill, and they've obviously lost this round of getting in there. God, let me see. Do we get anywhere near any of our damn goals? No. Protagonists replaced by
somebody at the tailgate goes woo woo because he had a side bet on us to win the race.
Oh, I do like that. Yeah, I like that. Like,
yeah, we got to have side bets.
Someone won a side bet.
Tailgate, Yeah.
So somebody won.
They all have FanDuel apps on their communicators.
Yep. Oh, I love that idea. That's perfect. So yeah, they get a thing going. Everybody's happy. And I think what we'll do is start the maze if you want. 9:30.
Yeah.
Or it's 10:30. God, you guys are sleepy.
So my frozen, I'm gonna say like basically some sort of taunt in a frozen at the other team.
Okay, and if they spoke of
because now I'm feeling it. Now I'm all like pumped for this maze thing.
Okay.
And remember, this is his first away from Sector 001, so he's like really getting into it. He's like, "Oh man, this is real Starfleet stuff."
Oh, we're just gonna not do
this. This is better than the Triskelion games.
Oh God. Okay, we're gonna do with alien shrubberies. Oh, it did not understand how fucking shrubberies work at all. Seriously, alien and shrubs. I was. Boy, this is just,
not a shrubbery.
I mean, this is. I'm just gonna go with Shrubs AI and just go with this because it's still not working. Shrubs background. Okay, that's what I needed. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, that one looked like a bunch of green triples.
Yeah. It's like, welcome. Oh, I gotta sign in? To hell with you. Perfect. Royalty-free AI generated. Well, if it's royalty-free and it's AI generated, you don't hold the copyright to shit. I'm going with that because that's what that means. Okay, I don't know why there's a shrub that is like that, but I'm gonna do that. Okay, Lemuel. We're just going to have you guys head into the maze. And this is literally going to be like our maze is just going to be some shrubs. There's our maze. We're done. We are absolutely done. This is how this works. It's going to look like that. And I'm just going to make some and we're just, I mean, these will be like some T-junctions and some ambush spots, that kind of thing.
Right.
That makes sense. And I think we'll just have you guys, are you guys just going to huck on in there? And what's the plan once you get in a little ways? This will be kind of abstract where you'll say, we're going to find a junction that looks like this, or we're going to, pick an ambush spot like that. So you don't have to worry necessarily about terrain if you don't want to. And also, how are you holding your bark scorpion?
I'm going to see if it'll just kind of stay in my mustache. Because I have that long, puffy Frisian mustache.
Okay.
This thing.
Yeah. No, you're going to see if it just climbs up.
I'm just going to get it to go inside these hairs down here.
I mean, it's not small. It's like a mouse size. So it's clinging to your mustache like this giant
it's kind of
koala bear.
Mustache.
Okay, so that's good. Lemuel, you notice the chickadee's head goes over the top of the maze. Like it's a full head taller. It's like you're walking Big Bird around.
Sweet.
That's perfect.
So you're you've got her figured out. So she's following you with this. And then Mama is, I don't know, just running around like an idiot, scampering after Quargarg because he likes the peaty smell that all Klingons exude.
Going through his legs,
tripping him. Yep. Catching himself on the spiked toe of his boot. Yeah. So what I'm gonna have is some stuff like that. So you guys can say, well, we come to a corner or something. So if you have like what your strategy might be on this, is it to capture all of them right off the bat, to block the entrance so they can't get to it, to accelerate the flowers so that they all decay before they even get into there. Like you could make the maze vanish before they even enter it.
That's unsportsman like.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating.
Sportsperson like.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we do already have a bird that's taller than the maze, so that's our one boost. Is that you can see those traps ahead of time if they set traps up.
Okay. Yep. So what do you want to do with this is where you're gonna have to say, hey, we're gonna set an ambush, or we're just gonna tear ass through the maze to get to the center. But because it's a timed event, so it's points before time runs out, kind of a thing.
Well, if we have to net them and bring them to the center for points.
Oh God, did you have to?
I think our strategy should be to run towards the center and then just net whatever we see along the way.
Okay. Also, you'll notice that one of the things that suddenly appeared because I didn't pay attention to the redeem is that they're like little flags on your hips, like flag football. And those are another way to get points, is to flag football them. But I have a feeling once you capture them, you can take those flags, no problem. So.
Right.
So I'm thinking
that's the extra point.
Yeah, it's the extra point.
It's like if you capture them and then you pull off the flag, it's the extra point. But if you just get the flag, it's a field goal. So like it's 6 points to capture one, then it's 1 extra point if you remember to pull the flag off. If you only get the flag and not the person, you get 3 points.
Oh.
So we'll use football scores.
Oh God, we're gonna make this in 3 periods. We're gonna be, because today is Thanksgiving Day in Canada, so It's sorry, but it's Genocide Day in America, in the U.S. It's oops, and a literally a made up holiday to make the Italians feel better, and then we suddenly take it away from them in favor of another group. So yeah, we've it's either way, it's a screw over. It's either screw over the immigrants or screw over the natives day. Take your pick. Yeah, I look forward to your letters. So what we have is yeah. So all right. So you're heading to the center of the maze. At this point, you're of course you start hearing this sound of buzz 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 buzz.
All right, I'll freeze.
Okay, you're gonna freeze.
Yeah.
Lemuel, do you believe in freezing, or do you not believe what Regathor may have learned?
No, I believe in freezing.
Okay. You believe in warming. Okay. So what I need is let's go with fitness, because why not? And control on. Or it should be control and probably control and security.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's to stay frozen.
That's to stay. That's to successfully freeze.
Okay.
That's because I'm just not going to do 50-50s.
Oh my God. I rolled a 20. I got one success, but I also rolled a 20.
Nice. How'd Lemuel do? Oh, these guys did well too.
Lemuel got a 4 and 7, so that is 2 successes.
Okay. Lemuel, you and Chikety both managed to freeze on this, because it would be funnier though if Chikety wanted to eat whatever it was that came by.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
We can avoid that at the moment if you want. So the Maze Singers, you said they have stingers and they have glue, right?
Yes.
So we're just gonna add a couple of them in here. Let me see. We're gonna roll for Mama. Okay, they did pretty well too. So it looks like just you're just screwed, Cam.
No. So I have a little narrative, since I'm sort of a GM on
Okay,
this.
go ahead.
So I successfully freeze, but unbeknownst to me, the song of the Maze Singers is an irritant to the bark scorpion.
Yes.
And it freaks out. And the complication is it bites me with some sort of slow-acting toxin that decreases my chance to make future fitness rolls.
Jesus, that's mean.
So it's like a trait. I am assigning myself the trait of fatigued.
Okay. So while it's scrambling around, I mean, and yeah, you froze. The bark scorpion did not, which would be the funnier bit.
Right.
So you do you may lose your pet. It clowns onto you. It does the thing. What I'm going to do instead of picking up the trait, let's force you to roll for the trait, because I don't necessarily want you to do it. We'll see how badly you're affected by the poison. That would be like a fitness. Let's go with, you can do fitness and then science or medicine, because resisting poison, I don't see how any of the disciplines matter at this point to that. But you can do a.
There's some things that just don't work well.
You can do a double fitness, like fitness at 12, because that's half of your 8. If that makes sense. So basically you can roll it against a 12.
Okay, why don't I do that?
Because that's like
that's essentially fitness medicine for me.
Yeah, and I do fitness.
Would be the equivalent.
Yeah, what I did was just took the attribute and then added half the attribute to it to go pure pure fitness. Okay, so go ahead.
Here we go. An 8 and an 18, so one success.
All right, one success is enough. It will last for a couple of about 5 minutes. So your fatigue will be for 5 minutes. Now the bark scorpion, as it clamps onto you, the maze singer does zip in, grabs the bark scorpion in these tendrils, and just yanks it away from you, away, and you hear
The bark. For the love of God, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I just wanted his wallet. I just wanted his fucking wallet.
and he's dead. So that was the thief. It was a thief. That was why it was crawling up your heel. Yeah, so the bark scorpion, which is actually
An alien race.
yeah, a famous thief, probably one of the relatives of species Epsilon. So that was the late great intergalactic thief that you didn't know about. I'm gonna pretend that we did this by
Fingers Philbin.
Oh yeah,
Fingers
yeah,
Philbin.
Fingers Philbin, and I'm gonna pretend that I spent 5 points on that. I spent like 4 points of threat to invoke a dangerous NPC, because the more capable the NPC, the more threat I have to spend. Like bringing
Right.
Duldicott costs you 5.
Right.
So yeah, you don't have a pet. The maze singers go away, which is hilarious. And now you're near the trap area. I'm gonna make the maze singers go away. Whoops. Yeah. And you guys are gonna set up your ambush, right? And you hear that?
Yeah, I think this is a good spot.
You think this is a good spot?
Yes, in my estimation.
I've decided this is the spot. Okay.
This is it.
I say, guys, I think I screwed up. I lost my pet, but it turns out my pet was a life form, and I think I got him killed. I mean, not a life form, it's sentient life form, and I think I got him killed.
Yeah. The level of caring by the son of Quickar is beyond measure. His level of so is right there.
Oh, there's nothing in the rules that says you need a pet.
It's just extra points. I know. No, it's not from that standpoint. I'm feeling bad from the, Federation training standpoint that I A, didn't recognize it was a sentient being, and then B, just got it killed, eaten alive. Like,
It was sentient. It didn't have to come.
all right, thanks, Lemuel. That does help me.
Well, it did
He
say
knew the risks.
Yeah, it did say that it wanted to pick your pocket as its dying breath was one of the things that it did say. Let me see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making more mazy things here because I think it's fun. Send to back. Okay. Yeah, so you guys have now got yeah, you've got Higby, you got Chikety. Sadly I do not. How do I grab these guys? Right here. I'm just gonna grab a kind of a representative sample. God, that has like an alien vibe to it. I mean, she's got the three, the back spikes.
Looks like the opera singer in The Fifth Element.
Yeah, it's amazing that what you can do when you don't care about copyright. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna have them as representatives because I think that the other ones have been picked off because you can hear shrieking as other ones have gotten picked off by the maze singers.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna declare that as a fact because that's how I want to roll with it. Don't know if I need the pet with these guys. but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so they have their Pokemon. Because I was definitely going to have these creatures be something else if they weren't that. And also, you'll notice that do that. Yeah. They start walking around. So what are you doing to prepare for an ambush? Is there going to be a lure? Is there going to be like you just when they turn the corner and you go, Rah! What do you want to do? To set up the most basic of ambushes.
Does Chikety's? I mean, Chikety can see over the maze, but that also means they kind of know where Lemuel is. So maybe that's the lure: is we just have Chikety stand still.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
and
what
just
I
have
was
it
thinking.
look around, like have it just looking around, so they think, oh, he's stopped. He doesn't know if he should unfreeze. We can catch him.
Okay. So let me see. Do you want to kind of put? I'm just going to kind of put Chikety up at the top then. Mama, instead of Quirg. You without a pet. Just trying to set up some blind spots for them. Yeah, there we go. So, Lemuel, are you staying with Chikety, or what are you doing?
I'm close enough. I'm the closest to Chikety, but I'm not right like on top of them.
Okay. I'm gonna have Quirg like do a thing where he's like hiding next to the shrub, so that they'll just pass by. If that makes sense.
He does say the Klingon equivalent of Sylvester Stallone in Rambo. So he like sticks a bunch of leaves on and backs into the trees or into the shrub.
Yes.
So he just looks like part
It's
of
like
the
that
shrub.
Homer
wall.
Simpson gif.
Yeah, he does the
And the
Homer
only
Simpson gif. Yep.
But the only giveaway is he doesn't want to take his flag off and lose the point. So there's this flag that looks like it's stuck to the bushes.
Yep. There's the Homer Shrubs gif with a Klingon. Yeah, it doesn't seem there's a better one. I like that one better. There. We'll do that. Yeah. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well, believe it or not. Poor Mama. I wonder if you could like sacrifice your pet. That would be evil. Okay, so Mama and Son of Korg are just hiding out in the shrubs with Homer Simpson. Let's see if they can make it past him. He's a couple successes. Shit, he's rolling well. 301, nice. So he successfully hides himself. They come by. They're heading for Chikety, no problem. Rugathor, you've got a net. Lemuel, you're gonna be between them and Chikety. And yeah, it's basically just blast them. So I just need security and what kind of net thing would it be? Would it be control or would it be daring? Or are you going to try and science this shit?
Since this is a trap, let's do control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The daring would be more like you just run up to him and throw the net. But this is more like a control, like wait for it, throw.
Okay. If you shouted, you could use presence. Surprise!
Surprise!
Didn't see me here, did ya?
Didn't expect this. So yeah,
throw.
Cast ye nets while you may. You're probably gonna. It's a It's a hand-to-hand attack, so that only requires a 1. I can make it opposed, but I really don't want to because the knight's running out. So you guys need to just each score at least a 1.
Okay.
All
One
right.
success.
I got 2 successes.
All you need.
Oh my God. I rolled a 19 and a 20. So I'm tangled up in my own net.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is, how did you manage this?
These are my D&D dice. The
Oh.
last time when we were playing Back in Business last week, I was rolling 20s up the yin yang. It's crazy.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Licensable. Whatever. Yeah, I'll allow ads. I don't give a shit.
That one you just grabbed because that looks like one of those Long John Silver's ones from the prop room.
Yeah, the worst part is it's gonna force me to do this thing.
Oh.
PNG wing, yeah. Clip art library, transparent net. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna download you and see what you do. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
That'll work. I'm just gonna welcome to there. Really? That's transparent, huh? Bullshit. I think the words lying comes to mind.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna. Is there a version of this here? Shapes. Nope. We're just gonna. It'll be.
That's alternative transparency, Wayne.
I guess. It's just pissing me off. Fill color is transparent. We're just gonna pretend that that's the deal. That'll be the net. It will be electrified. Let me see. We got that. Quogothor is tangled up in his own net.
My heel went through one of the loops as I tried to pull it up to throw.
That is perfect. And then we're gonna.
I'm just not used to these heels.
And we're gonna see if Quogothor can do this. You got a 19 and a 1, so that's pretty good. You know when the heel went through the net? The thing is, your other heel got twisted in. It looks like a what is it? Because the ground is kind of not soft. It's kind of hard packed earth. But there's like a stone that your heel went into, and it had a very interesting hole shape, like a pentagon hole shape.
Okay.
And your heel got caught and twisted in it. Meanwhile, Son of Korg also manages to net his person. Okay. You did fall over. Your heel actually breaks. I'm just going to declare that as a fact. There. And but you did capture your opponents, and you can take them to the core, which is like right around the corner. They are going to take care of it. Your heel is still stuck in the ground, Cameron. So
Okay.
you're gonna.
I'm gonna examine what I'm stuck in.
Yep. Do you want to pull?
chance.
Do you want to pull the heel out or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the heel out and then look down and notice that the hole doesn't look natural. It's not like a wind varg or anything.
No, it does not.
it's-
It definitely looks like there's a thing that some sort of a key or definitely like a slotted. Yeah, it's like a post is supposed to fit in there, and it's only like yo big.
So my xenoanthropology kind of curiosity takes over, and I totally forget about the game, and I start brushing the sand off. Doing sort of a quasi archaeology.
Are you going to use your? Why don't you use your mustache to brush that off with?
Yeah, I'll lean over and I'll brush it with my mustache.
I think that's good. It's like you just walrus it. It definitely looks like a thing that looks like a as you see it's round. You brush more away. There's kind of a seam all the way around, so that it does look like it's an object that could possibly be turned. But it definitely looks like it's some kind of a stone cylinder inside of a larger cylinder. So I'm just gonna make the little circle, and then there's gonna be, because I'm making a stupid puzzle on the fly, there's a pentagon hole, and there is your bigger hole. To the back. There. Does that make any sense to you?
Mhm.
Okay. We're going to group it. And once again, I am the god of office supplies. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of what you see.
All right.
Okay, there you go. We're done. I'm going to declare that an artifact.
Okay, that works for me.
Because we've got to nobody's actually trying to move anything out. Format. What's it? Text. Strike through. There. All right. Protagonist replaced by shapeshifting alien. Oh, there's people there. Lemuel, would you give me evens or odds, please?
Evens.
Hey, Shotgun Seraph, how you doing? I didn't even notice we had Raiders. Sorry, guys. I totally missed it.
I typed welcome Raiders to them in the chat, but I should have done some more fanfare-ish things.
Yeah. Oh well. They're gone now, aren't they? They've already quit. No, they're there. We're about to solve an ancient mystery here. Lemuel, did I give you an evens or odds? Did you already get an odds thing?
Yeah, I said evens.
You said evens? Okay, evens.
Yep.
Okay, evens. Even though it was a 20, that's kind of good. What we've got is what happened is you went around the corner, and Son of Korg went around the corner first. Okay. Damn. Yeah, Son of Korg went around the corner first, and then your person, or the one you captured the blue one, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. I've got to get rid of you. I'm gonna bring this down here. We're just shuffling the maze around, guys. If you guys hadn't caught on to it, what we're doing is sort of improvised storytelling, where we have a set of requirements that we have to hit in this story. We have to find a lost civilization, which we were almost about to do if Cameron figures it out. We have to find an artifact, which Cameron stepped in. Someone has to order their favorite beverage. And a protagonist must be replaced by a shape-shifting alien. And we've created shape-shifting aliens in the game. So I'm hoping to God we've got this part nailed down too. Lemuel, you've got your person here, the little green one, and you go around the corner, or Korg is excited because he's running to the center of the maze with his captured person because he's just laughing like a mad fool. Chikety's acting up and doesn't really like going to the center of the maze. They kind of like looking around all by themselves, and they're picking at plants and things. So you may have to kind of nudge them a little bit. And on top of it, your captive. Well, the weird thing is your captive starts looking more like the net.
That certainly is strange.
Yeah. So they're starting to ooze through the net, actually. And you're going a little T1000 on you.
No, that is not in the rule book. You can't do that. You're cheating.
Okay, I don't see
Ranger.
I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody around with a referee coat on. You want to declare that there's something because you're part of. You've got narrative control. So, you can make things up about the nets. You can make things like they could have. Remember, they have all these baubles and crap on them, like fishing lures and bobbers and cork floats, just like it was at Long John Silver's.
Yep.
You could make something else up about the net or your com badge.
Yeah, it's
or something.
electrified, right?
It can be.
Of course it is.
It is now.
It is electrified.
Okay.
And but it doesn't seem like it's slowing like it's the creature, the goo is coming through the holes in the net.
It is not
and
currently.
it's
It is
like-
not currently electrified. It has the capacity to be electrified.
All
Does that
right.
help?
Lemuel is he's gonna reach into his little backpack they gave him when he was running through the maze when they put him up and they gave him all the tools. There's a little
Oh, that's right. They
remote
did.
control.
That's right. They did give you all backpacks with convenient items in them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
All right, there you go. I wonder what happened to Cameron's.
Not too convenient, but at least the remote control to turn on the net.
Okay. So basically, you now electrocuted whatever it is in the net, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of like almost a gut reaction, like when you step on a gross bug without even thinking about it. Saw like gross gooey people coming through the holes in the net, and you
Okay.
got a little jumpy.
Yeah. Well, while you do that, it is highly interdigitated with the net now. It wasn't just kind of laying over the top of it. So this thing is all interlaced with the net. So I think that could be a rather substantial jolt, as it is essentially the net is now inside of the creature.
Right.
So yeah, you give it a little bit of a cook. If you want to roll evens or odds, we can see whether or not it's juiced. How bad it's juiced.
Evens.
Okay. Evens. Okay, that would be in your favor, but you can decide the level of shock and awe that this has been inflicted with.
I think it's KO'd.
Okay, it's KO'd,
It
not
was
dead.
pushing its head through it. Yeah.
Because it was between KO and dead in my world.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
exactly. Yeah.
that's the kind of guy I am. So I'm gonna do this. Copy. There's the yellow KO button. I thought I had electricity, but I don't think I did. Nope, I don't have my electricity. My little zappy zaps. Okay, so you did manage to zap yours, and it goes into kind of this. It doesn't go into goo necessarily, but it's definitely now gooey. The little creature that was with it, its pet, is also goo, as you suspected. It kind of all just, it's a bit lumpy. Actually, it doesn't go to liquid. It actually like freezes like Play-Doh in whatever shape it's in when it's unconscious. So you've zapped it, and now it's kind of in this, half diffused state with a net sticking out of it, and it's a mess.
That's cool.
But it's not liquidy. Like, it's not oozy. It's not like Odo. It just, when it's asleep, it reverts to a solid.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and carry it.
Okay. And as you as you come around the corner, you've got Son of Quirkark is coming back, and he says, "Well, I have done it. I have achieved the points. I was the first one to do this. I am a brilliant Klingon." And then he goes, and he keeps yelling, "Honor, honor, honor, honor."
Honor, honor, honor. I'm feeling very suspicious.
Okay.
Does that
Mama
just-
seems closer to him than normal.
That's what I was
Mama-
gonna say.
Yeah, Mama is definitely very close.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you took care of that alien as admirably as you took care of your favorite Targ.
Let me see. Oh, yes, I chucked it into a hole just like it should be. Because targs are not just good pets, but they're good eating. Because honor. And it's a very limited vocabulary for this character,
Yes.
or for this their understanding of Klingon psychology is mediocre at
At
best.
best.
But now I must go and use a batleth to pick my teeth. And I shall now bring my fearsome Targ Mama with me. And Son of Quarg begins walking, and Mama is obviously very attached to his leg, and is moving with him. And Mama starts making like some kind of pig sounds. Actually, what does Mama sound like, Cameron? But Mama could be damn near anything, by the way.
It sounds sort of like it's trying to imitate a targ, but it's just more like somebody who's got water in their throat and they're kind of gargling with it, like oh.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be fiercely growling, but it's just kind of gargling.
Okay. It's fiercely gargling, and then what I'm going to do is evens or odds. Lemuel. Actually, no. Let's do an insight. Let's get some insight. And what would be your suspicious skill? What would be your note?
Security. Well, maybe medicine, or I don't know.
Yeah. What do you want to do to tell if it's a Klingon?
I think insight.
The security will work, or because insight's you're noticing, but what's your discipline? Are you gonna be a captain about this, an engineer about this, flight control officer somehow, medicine, science? He didn't know much about Klingons, but he knew that they had more. They only had one mouth hole.
Yeah, I guess security and insight.
All
would
right.
be it.
Give me a security insight check. Any success whatsoever will be fine.
I like these dice, I think. I have to remember what colors they are. Yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay.
These are good guys. I'm gonna keep them.
Yeah, so let me see. Well, we got also thanks Pringle the Goldie. I was very excited about doing a good Klingon. I don't get a chance to cut loose. So as how many successes? 2 or 1?
2 successes.
2 successes. Basically what you notice is that Son of Quargarg is also now gargling.
Gross.
Hey, thank you for following. I really do appreciate it. We have a lot of cool stuff on Architects of Fate. We'll probably talk about it, even though we're off most of this week now. But definitely follow us. Also, I'm going to say while you're at it, Felix has put up a notice for our Discord. If you want to join the Discord and keep track of us, interact with a lot of different players, and possibly, say if you want to be in a game. Right now we're doing Loosey Goosey Star Trek, I believe, is the absolute trademarkable thing for here. Yeah, so he's gargling. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about gargling?
Lemuel is going to stand in front of him like he's trying to leave, and Lemuel's going to block him, step in front of him.
Okay.
And I think Chikety is right there with him. He doesn't like this thing. He knows what they are because he's an animal, and animals know all the things about the bad guy.
Oh, so Chikety, you're declaring that Chikety like senses something's up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Well, I'm responding to Pringle. Let me see. Also, yep. Yeah. So, Chikety will start picking at it. Cameron, why don't you take over since you're not physically here right now? Could you take over
Okay.
Son of Korg as the changeling and Mama? And I'll take over Chikety. Yes. Oh,
That's my gurgly
Boy,
Klingon.
sounds like from Lilo and Stitch. I think you need to say Hosanna needs family. I'm going to declare that that's a requirement. Ohana means family or whatever it was from Lilo and Stitch. Because they're about honor and family. So you could remember there's only 3 things they know. Yeah, Chickety's going to start poking at it, picking at it, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. What do you want to do? Because like it's trying to get by you a little bit, and doesn't quite know what to do. It's gonna. All right. Let's say he takes a swing at you.
That son of Kukwar.
Yeah, Son of Korg is gonna. No, he's gonna take a swing at Lemuel. So Cameron, why don't you go ahead? He's got a functional 11 to attack.
Okay. He gets 1 success.
Okay, 1's all you need. Lemuel, because you can kind of see a pseudopod coming at you from a mile away. You can roll against your daring and security to essentially block and counterattack. If you go up by if you make it more than 1, if you make it by a couple more than 1, you can do it. Hey, Libby.
Oh no.
What happened? Your DM dice go?
Yeah. So I've got 1 success and 120.
Okay.
Complication.
Cameron, what would the complication be that failing to block the attack? I mean, the attack is blocked, but
Attack is blocked, but Mama like sort of stretches off the leg and kind of gets under Lemuel's heels, so he's a little bit off balance for his whatever he does in response to Kukwar.
okay, yeah, I like that. You're off balance. Your 7-inch heels are being taken advantage of.
Yes.
So that's not good. Yeah, so you're tipped over. What I'm gonna do is let me see, we're gonna see what we can do here. Who's Morning Falcon? Is that one of yours, Cam?
Yeah, that's Libby's significant other.
Oh, okay. Hi everybody. Yeah, you're seeing what your dad's a Klingon and he's attacking somebody in drag heels right now. Lemuel, what do you want to do? I mean, you're essentially like, we'll go flat on your back. Chikety is unaffected, by the way.
All right.
So you can act as Chikety and Lemuel. So you have a pet that you can poke him on this. Chikety is very much on your side.
Yes, Chikety's great. It's gonna suck to eat her at the end of all this.
Oh, while I'm at it,
getting.
I'm gonna also mark this off.
We got that one, yeah. So Lemuel is going to struggle to get back onto his feet.
Okay.
And it's going to be tough in heels section. Heels with a cat under me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no... Let's see. He's gonna, as he's trying to get up, he's gonna look over at Chikety, and they're gonna make eye contact, and they're gonna have a moment. And Chikety is gonna squawk real loud and kind of hop fly, jump up, and sort of glide right over to Mau and do an attack.
Okay, because Chikety's 8 feet tall.
Chikety is a damn big bird.
So it's like Big Bird has decided to give a shot at flying with these giant are the claws like Big Bird feet, or are they just like raptor claws?
They're like raptor claws.
Of course they are, because I want this to be ended. Let me see. Chikety comes over. I'm gonna go with decides that well, I'm going to go with this because this is another bit of the complication I really want to do. When the prisoners when one cop is being held hostage by the guy with the gun, and the other cop, has got their gun on him, and like Lemuel's being used as a human shield, and he like looks at his partner Chikety, and
shoot the hostage.
Yeah, basically that's what's going to happen. Is like Mama is clinging to your leg, so Chikety decides that you didn't need your leg anymore. The razor claws through your leg. You're going to get now a prosthetic leg if you want to have it as a trait going forward, or it can just be reattached. Do you want to do that? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be fun. I think that's hysterical.
All right, we're just gonna have Chikety do it. Where you both like get the eyes, and you go, yeah.
Yeah. Shoot the hostage.
Shoot the hostage. The leg. She just rips your leg off. It's not quite what you had in mind. I think she meant you could have just slashed it, but no. Chikety takes this very harshly. Ragathor, as you're hearing all of this, no, it just takes the leg, which is weird because it leaves the changeling unaffected. I mean, you're free now, I guess.
Free to bleed all over the damn thing.
Yeah, that might be a thing. Keep in mind there's a tourniquet in that giant backpack too.
Absolutely.
There's a big light.
Yes.
There's a big halogen light of a thermal regenerator. Ragathor, you do hear shrieking and squawking while you're still puzzling over this artifact.
Okay.
You have to decide what you want to do with that information. Screw him.
Well, he's kind of an ass about it. He looks in the pack, and he was thinking he saw something in the guest pack that they gave us, and it turns out that the stingers of the maze singers are pentagon shaped in cross section, and they give you each a stinger of the maze singers as kind of a gift souvenir in your bag.
Okay.
So I take my gift souvenir out, and I notice, oh my gosh, it fits right into the opening of this artifact.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna like stick it in and turn the artifact and go, and then I'll yell at the guys. I go, hang on, I'll be right there.
Okay. You get this. You hear the Indiana Jones that grind as it twists open, and it sounds like a different. It sounds like the Foley artist couldn't figure out if this was supposed to be metal or stone, so it's kind of this weird slate sound. If that makes sense, like you have two pieces of slate rubbing.
I can hear it.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Theater of the mind.
I'm feeling pretty good about my description tonight. So it goes, and obviously because it has to, the block comes up, and it's a kind of an interesting. I'm going to go with basalt because that's the first word that came into my head, and there's runes on it. and it looks like there's kind of this it looks like there's a door or a hatch a hatch that can be opened, as well as some glyphs or markings on it. And the nice part is you may be able to do that. So I'm going to flip back to Lemuel and the battle with whatever.
With whatever shapeshifter this is.
Yeah. So Mama is now clinging to a leg, and I think it was just above the knee or just below the knee. So you have a knee stump. We'll give you that.
Knee stump.
As you have that. Chikety is very proud of herself, and she's got her feathers out, and she's just having a great time. She can go ham on anything else that you want her to. By the way.
God, she eats my leg.
Oh, that'll be hilarious.
She starts eating it.
Well, I like the idea that she starts chasing Mama and the So Son of Quarg and Mama now have witnessed this weird thing where a part came off of Lemuel. Weird. And Chikety starts chasing down and trying to rip at the leg that you're clinging to. Do you want to try and run, fight, hide, change to something else?
I'm gonna try to man, I don't know.
Well, you can make them as ridiculous as you want because they've also been electroshocked.
Yeah, I know.
In a
I'm
net.
trying to think of something. I want to shapeshift, but I have to think of something that would be funny, but I can't think of anything. So I'm gonna
animal,
shapeshift.
vegetable, mineral.
I'm gonna shapeshift into a vegetable.
Okay.
Because this
you're gonna try to hide in a shrub.
Clearly, yeah. Well, and clearly this bird is carnivorous since it's chowing down on the leg. So I don't want to look like anything that could be considered meat product. So I'm gonna become like a giant carroty thing that looks like it's growing out of the shrub.
I know exactly what we're going to do.
And it gurgles out as it does it. That's the one Klingon word it knew.
And here's what you change into.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to do that for this. And actually, it's kind of good because the background's about right too.
Yeah, that was perfect.
It shapeshifts into that. He said, I'm going with the vegetables. Like, I got no extra money here. We've used up a lot of money on the shrubs. Chikety was a CGI nightmare.
So we went to the closet of the 1970s Doctor Who.
Yeah, you went to the Doctor Who. Well, that's actually from an actual Lost in Space episode.
I was going to say that
it was
an awful lot like Lost in Space.
Oh, it was well, yeah, if you look at here it is, that's IMDb, The Great Vegetable Rebellion. So yeah, that's in there. That happened. That totally happened.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And you can even, you can buy the toy. Tybo the Carrot Man. Okay. Yep.
One down, folks.
By the gods.
Big seller this Christmas.
It is a big seller.
Perfect. That's so good.
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, Chikety also ate all that grain. So I feel that this was a dumb move on the part of the carrot.
Well, yeah, but he didn't see Chikety eating the grain.
No.
So he just saw it go for meat. So he's like, I'm vegging out.
Yep. And they were all the shapeshifters were all being chased away, chasing the ball. So they didn't get to see it either.
Right.
Just in case. I don't know why I'm dotting I's and crossing T's on this thing, but okay. Chikety decides, there's a thing that makes her more enraged, and it's the color orange. And so I'm just going to have her start fucking shredding the carrot. She's grating it, as it were. And you hear this thing, shriek, and then carrot juice comes out. And I'm just going to say that that's Limmy's favorite drink.
It is. He loves it.
Carrot juice. I'm just going to go with carrot juice at this point. Because I'm marking all this shit off on my bingo card.
Yeah.
I wish that there was water. And yeah, there's like no water. Arrows, shapes, call outs. Yeah, I'm going to pretend that that's a juice. There. Where's orangish? There's orange. Oh, come on. Fill it. Fill it with orange. Fill me with orange. There. Okay. He's going to be juiced. Lemuel, you'll be basically repairing the stump on your leg with something, and then as it's dying and pouring out, there'll be a little collapsible cup, like a camping cup. And he's
That's in the
Folded
goodie bag.
you just hold it back up. Yeah, because this is basically your what are they called? What are the goodie bags or whatever they're called at the
The swag bag.
It's your swag bag.
Swag
Yeah,
bag,
you all got
yeah.
a swag bag for showing up at this. So the swag bags can generate anything. Ragathor, you've got this thing you're opening up. This door in the basalt front with runes all over the place. What do you want to
I'm
do?
going to try and recognize the runes using my xenoanthropology.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and get a success or two.
All right. So it can be reason and science or insight and science.
Let's go with reason and science. Either one will work.
All right. So that's my better stat. So 16 or less. Ooh, holy crap. All of a sudden the dice paid off. Double one.
Ooh.
I've read about this. This is a lost civilization that the Federation's been looking for centuries, since the time of Archer.
Oh. What would you want to revisit? What would you want to just call it? Fanfic?
Oh God.
I'm gonna oh yeah, it's
an obelisk of the slavers. So
yes.
It's tasks, but there were rumors of them in Archer's time. I'm gonna get on my communicator because I'm so excited, and I'm gonna say, screw this game. We just found an obelisk of the slavers.
Yeah. Ancient civilization. So resources. I don't know why I need to say that. Yeah, it's basically an obelisk that has both preserver and slaver glyphs on it.
Yeah, it's like the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, it's a Rosetta Stone of slaver and preserver shit. So you've solved the whole problem of preservers and slavers. And while you're at it, why not make it an Iconian gateway on top of it?
Absolutely.
So we're just going to have it be the Iconian gateway that has preserver and slaver glyphs on it. I was going to say it was like a timeshare. It was like the civilization is a condo. But yeah, I like that idea because that puts your character. I think that's actually a life event. Is like discover an artifact. So that's actually counts as a life effect. Whereas Lemuel gets a life event of missing leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And so
put a light on it. It'll be fun.
yeah, and so
But they did promise us at the beginning that the limbs and eyes would be returned.
yeah, you were required to return them.
Oh,
They didn't.
even if Chikety eats it.
Well, that's between you and Chikety because the people that took it were going to return it, but Chikety was going after. No, you can ask Chikety to lay off because Chikety's now going. Chikety wanted to eat the limb. That thing changed into a carrot, apparently enraging Chikety with a mortal foe, and it killed it.
Yeah.
So the limb is still in play. Chikety never got a chance to eat it. Well, no, there's not more than a chunk or two missing. So you can attempt to get the leg back and maybe find a big baggie that comes with all swag bags.
Yeah, it's definitely Lemuel's tying off. He finishes tying off a tourniquet. He kind of scoots on his butt over to the leg.
Okay.
Kind of picks it up and hugs it like a security blanket or something, held close to his chest,
Okay. And
with the boot in his face.
okay.
The heel.
The heel pointed up.
Yeah.
We really need a picture of that with one of these Rocky Horror legs just going
Yes.
all the way up in fishnets. And
Fragile.
yeah, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
oh God, and I'm gonna say I think that's it. We got it. That's a good place to end the episode. You can just you can all come back and have a laugh or whatever. But we've resolved everything, I think. Is that okay? Is that good for a short
works for
trek?
me.
That sounds good.
Thanks for.
Although
what?
I do want Rod Gorthar to see Lemuel with the leg and then go, hey, that shapeshifter juice. I know you're drinking it, but that maybe if you put a little bit of that on the stump, it might help you reattach it.
Oh crap! That's
you might shapeshift your leg. Might like shapeshift your leg back in position.
Well, hey, so what kind of medicine have you got between you two?
I've got a 3.
Oh shit, I
So I'm
forgot.
I have
average.
You got a 2. Okay,
I've got a 2.
I'd say that's totally within the realm of possibility because it is very much in keeping with Star Trek rubber science.
Yeah, because by next episode he has to have the leg back.
Yeah, and also, and on top of it, we can totally forget that we have limb glue.
Yeah.
Because it would be
that's also typically Star Trek. Forget one technology and introduce another.
Oh no, and I do like the idea that that's actually a great idea, like a metamorphic matrix that would let your limb kind of grow, and its job is to go, okay, how do I mimic whatever is on one side or the other of me, and it just mimics the gap.
It's also a dangling Star Trek plot because it could be the mark of the shapeshifter.
Oh God!
For some future episode, like, oh, he bears the mark of the shapeshifter.
Okay, Lemuel, you will have a trait like one leg is like when they reassembled Riker or whoever after they cut their limb off.
Yes.
That one time that those fucking weird click aliens apparently chopped someone's arm off.
Episode.
That was
pretty freaky.
That was a fantastic horror episode. I loved it.
It's really good.
Yeah, and folks, speaking of fantastic horror episodes, we have not much going on this week at Architects of Fate. I am so sorry to tell you that. We've got because of accident or design or a lot of people just having vacations. Pretty much, I think this is it for the week. However, I do think you can check us out on the Discord. If you're watching us on the YouTubes, that's all in the link in the below area. You can stop in, you can grab us in Discord, you can get hold of us. Again, we are constantly bringing up new games, even though we're not playing anything this coming week. So like we usually run, I think we're running Aliens right now. We're running Conan. We've also got a brand new game called Echoes of Alvonia. I think that I'm allegedly going to negotiate with my husband to see if I'm allowed to play Tuesdays. I'm looking at possibly Space 1999 or some other game for Tuesday's Strange New Playtest. And of course, we have Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. So there are all these other games that are running. I'm going to go look up a raid, but I wanted to say, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That
was awesome.
To be honest, I'm glad that you guys got a chance to kind of go, oh, okay. Once you re-engaged with the idea of, oh, I'm not a player anymore. Perfect, and then off you went. I'm really glad you embraced the. I'm glad you embraced the cookie trekkedness of this. Now, if you guys, whoever was still watching, if you did enjoy the, let's just roll with it and keep a story moving aspect. That is what's called on Friday night a Quickie Trek. Simon the Cat and Rufus the Robot ask the audience for a lot of help where they take some random Star Trek ideas and then make a storyline out of them, and it works out pretty well. It's turned out, we've had Armus, we've had whoever it was that was the guy that that killed all the Hoosnock. We've had Charlie X show up. They were all roommates actually, and then Moriarty had a murder mystery. I can give you that. I'll get you that. That's all over on the YouTubes too in the past. But we started with Charlie X on the holodeck, and then we went from there. So we're gonna try and raid Zahiria, who I don't know, but it looks interesting, and we're just gonna raid them. Please say hi to them. Shout out, wave to them. Enjoy yourselves, and have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.